Good day, good day. The sun is not shining, as you said. It's actually quite nippy around here.
Oh, it's not too bad.
It's nippy, and it's nippy. We're going to do a barbecue, a little bit of Australian-Italian barbecue, and of course I'm here with Anne. Would you like to say hi to all the
Hello,
viewers?
everybody. We'll see you
lovely to
later
see you,
on
Anne.
in the day.
Yeah, you don't eat meat, do you?
No, but I do eat fish.
OK, so we can actually chuck another prawn on the barbie.
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, yes, we can.
Excellent.
Yes, we can.
Lovely, we'll see you later.
Yeah. Bye.
Esatto,
Smells
speck is like
absolutely
Parma ham
wonderful.
but smoked. Okay, beautiful. I'm not going to put it on top because
That's mine, is
I've
it?
just kept yours away from all the meat, so
Thank
it
you.
shouldn't even have touched it. Not
Anne,
even
would you
Wow.
like a bit of salad?
Oh, yes, please.
I'm going to get the salad for you. Don't worry, I come there.
Those broad beans in the
Aren't they?
are just amazing. Absolutely
They're nice,
beautiful.
aren't they?
Yeah.
So you live in Ireland now, don't
I do. I live in Go. I've been there for 18 years.
Do you do much barbecuing?
Yes. And I agree with Gino. I use charcoal.
Yes.
Always.
Because the flavor changed. Despite what many people say that the flavor
They
is
do.
exactly the same,
Definitely.
the flavor does change.
It's
like
absolutely
that?
beautiful. Thank you.
I haven't got to the prawns yet.
They're lovely. They're
Well,
very
you
nice.
carry
Can't
on.
get the prawns off the skewer.
Now, if you
shall I
want to
hold
cook
your- I'll
any
hold the
of
skewer?
Gino's recipes, the lamb skewers and prawns, they're lovely. You'll find them all on our website, itv.com/this morning, or if
Am I
you're
allowed to
Sky
use
viewing, you can
fingers?
press
Yeah,
our
of
red
course you are,
button
yeah.
or your red button now.
So sorry, we're just helping Anne get the prawn.
And you're back with us
Yeah.
after the break, aren't you?
I am.
Good. We'll
There
have
we
a
are.
chat with you.
There are some moments in television history that you just can't forget, nor should you want to. This is one of them.
From this moment, as long as I live, I will love you. I promise you this, there is nothing I would.
He's enjoying himself.
From this moment, Harold, Anthony, love, Harold. Harold!
I can't believe
It was a fairly
you
calm
laughed.
sea.
You laughed when you saw his glasses in the rock pond. Then
I know.
you just laughed.
I'm afraid I can't take it all seriously, really.
Well, we've got another clip actually from.
Oh,
from
God,
Neighbours,
have
which I
you?
think, well, yes, which we should we'll make sure we get this in, because there were some times, and that was all very poignant, and actually your final scenes where you were dying was all
That
very
was-
very poignant stuff.
That was all very emotional,
Yeah.
yes.
But occasionally, it seems like the programme went mad, and we've got Bouncer's Dream here, which I...
Oh, you haven't? Oh, we were all mortified by that.
Really?
Yes. We hated to be to be seen in public after Bouncer's Dream went to air.
Let's have a look. I'm sorry about that. Let's have a look at Bouncer's Dream. Bouncer's Dream.
He was a gorgeous animal.
Yes.
He really was. But fancy putting him through that. He must have been embarrassed as well.
Mortified. But let's speak of what you're involved in now, because this is far more sensible.
Oh,
well,
yes.
Well, I say sensible, but also it must be a complete riot, actually.
It is, actually. It's terribly exciting to do, and it's a wonderful cast.
So this is the
It's a
National
stage-
Tour of Calendar
The
Girls.
National Tour of Calendar Girls. We're in Bristol at the moment, and we're heading for Belfast next week. And we're having a wonderful time.
And a fabulous cast.
Great cast. There's Gemma Craven, Sue Holderness, Liz Bennett, Hannah Waterman, Tisha Dean. I mean, it really is. It's
Charlie
great.
Dimmock.
Charlie Dimmock.
Yeah. And Dean Gaffney.
Dean plays two roles.
So this is thankfully it's a story we all know
Yes.
very well.
Yes.
We've in
It's
here.
like it's fictionalised, but
Yes, and because we've met, I think here we've had the original Calendar Girls, and we've had the ladies who played the original Calendar Girls in the movie,
Yeah.
and then on stage. And so this is such a lovely role to play.
Yes.
And for you get all nice one-liners, don't you?
I do. I think I actually get the best lines in the play. I'm there all the time. I don't do a huge amount, but when I do, do, I get lovely big laughs. So it's quite gratifying, really.
And what about the naked stuff? I mean, that is, when you take on a role like this, you know that
There
you're
was a
talented
degree
girls.
of apprehension on all our parts, really.
I'm not surprised. I'd
Because
be
the director
terrified.
said in the rehearsal room, don't you think it is time you actually did it? So we stripped down to bras in the rehearsal room. Nobody stripped down to nothing. But then we got into the theatre and it was the moment of truth, of course, and we had to do it.
So you didn't do it until you had an audience the first
Oh,
time?
no, we did it in
Oh, I was
rehearsal
gonna
in the
say.
theatre. Yes.
Well,
I was
everything
gonna
has
say.
to be very strategically placed,
Exactly.
doesn't it? So that, I mean, that would terrify me if you know, if
It can be a bit scary. I mean,
cake gets moved.
There's the final shot is sort of Christmas and everybody with their sheet music, and if you mislay your sheet music, you are in trouble.
Nothing to hold up.
Well, Hannah had a terrible incident. I think it was beginning of Bristol. And she is
So to speak.
oh my God. She is kind of disguised by a tub of oranges, and it tipped. And she was wearing a G-string, so she should have just let it go. But she grabbed at it and, of course, exposed the whole top part.
Oh, bless her.
And it was being recorded that night.
Oh, marvellous.
Oh, we'll blackmail her.
Video footage.
And you
Yes.
said your next stop is Belfast, and
Yes.
we said it during the barbecue, you live in Ireland.
I do, so I'll have 2 days at home after that.
Which must be lovely, because although you love being part of the show, I think being on tour you're not that big a fan of.
Well,
So
I'm
being
the
away
only
from
one who
home.
never gets home because
Yeah.
I'm across the water. So it'll be nice just to have a couple of days.
Yeah.
And that sounds like a very lovely and idyllic existence in
It is.
Galway for you.
It is, it's great, because I'm kind of out in the country, but I still do have people around me, because during the Celtic Tiger Days, the farmers were selling off sites at a huge price.
Yeah.
So there are people next door and down the road, and they're lovely, and we sort of socialise a lot.
So when the sun comes out, you are in your garden.
Ah, absolutely. Mind you, it hasn't been out much for 3 years. So
Not much, no.
we're hoping.
And we did mention something earlier on the show, which I think we should mention again now, because Sharon Marshall was saying that Alex Carter, when you went into Emmerdale, who's Jamie, of course,
Yeah.
shouted out, "Madge is in Emmerdale."
I didn't know that until Sharon told me today.
So did you hear it at all? Was there any rumble? Did you ever hear the word Madge? whilst
Well, I
you were-
did, but it was kind of mentioned, but I didn't hear Alex
And you said he was
yelling that out.
really a bit cheeky at the time.
Oh, he's a cheeky devil. He really is.
Well, he's left now as
He's going to
as
Hollyoaks
Jamie.
again.
Yes, in a camper van. So he's going from Emmerdale to Hollyoaks in a camper van
Yeah, which actually isn't that far.
via Cornwall.
Oh, which is obviously a very long way. Any thoughts about returning to Emmerdale, maybe?
I don't think that there's a way back for her, really. I mean, the door was open, I suppose, because she didn't die.
No.
But I don't think so.
Well, we will put all the dates for Calendar Girls, the national tour, on our website.
Do
And
that, that'd be lovely.
It is so brilliant.
It's
If you,
a
you must go and
fantastic
see it if you get
story.
the opportunity. If you haven't seen it, it's the national tour. Now, we've talked a little bit about at the beginning of our chat about Neighbours, and so we thought we'd have a little bit of a Neighbours quiz, if you're up for it.
Oh, dear.
Here you go. It's time to name that neighbour. So let's see how much you know. We're going to put a minute on the clock, and then we're going to ask you these questions and see whether or not you can tell us who played what and who was who. If you're ready, time starts now. Which ex-Neighbours star went on to appear in Hollywood, the blockbuster Gladiator?
Russell Crowe.
Correct.
Who, after leaving Ramsay Street, had a worldwide smash hit with the single Torn?
Natalie Imbruglia.
Correct. Which UK camp comedian turned up in a cameo role in 2007?
Oh, I don't know.
Julian Clary.
Who is the only original cast member still to live in Ramsay Street?
There isn't an original. Oh, Stephen Dennis.
Yeah,
He went
very
back.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a gap.
Which Neighbours resident went on to star in the stage version of Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat?
Jason
Correct.
Donovan.
Which former Neighbours star camped it up in Priscilla, Queen of the Desert?
Jason Donovan.
Yes, and for a bonus point, can you name the other person?
Originally in the movie.
Oh, Guy Pearce.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Very good.
Name the chart-topping Kylie and Jason song.
Name what?
The chart-topping Kylie and Jason song.
Oh, especially for you.
Yes, well done. Oh, look at that.
Good.
Time's up.
Time is up.
7.
Oh, well, that's all
Very
right, isn't it?
good.
Do I get a prize?
Yes. Oh, no, I was going to give you the kebab, but you don't eat meat.
I don't eat meat.
And it's half-eaten by
The
me.
half-eaten meat kebab, which you don't eat, is your prize.
OK,
and well
thanks,
done. There's
Philip.
also a cold cup of tea here, which you can have too. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
It's
so
lovely to
much.
see you.
So nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you.